nice to grab the other bag. It's not frozen actually.
Was it not?
No.
Shocker. I was going to let you go beyond me. You're carrying something.
Oh, now you're going.
I still think the one that you've got looks best. Come on. Yes, we are in Hobbycraft, and yes, it is Sunday. Yes, we're uptown. Yes, I've got coffee. We didn't go to Starbucks. Andrea's looking for a book to turn into a scrapbook or a travel journal, I'll have you know. So, a travel journal. I thought that was a very good wording of it. Oh, look at you. I don't know, still liking the first one. Yes, the madness is truly real. I didn't realise that it was so hard to find a scrapbook these days. Maybe I'm just a child of the past. But yeah, anyway, we're up, we're on it. Sun's shining, it's not as cold as yesterday. And I've got to try and make it out of here without buying spray cans, art, craft, pens or any such like. Will I be able to do it? Fire up that intro. I want a picture of a cow with glasses. What's up?
The sofa, I think, is ripped, in which case I don't think they're allowed to sell it.
Wow.
Because it's not then fire.
It's... Oh, okay. Check Andrea pulling out the health and safety card on a Sunday. I don't think you're allowed to sell that sofa. It's torn and therefore it's a fire hazard. Whoa. If you're pulling the health and safety, I'm pulling the PC card. I'm not sure about that monkey. What do you think, Andrea?
Nice little there.
Oh. That's what everyone needs. Oh, cheers. I don't think it'd suit me. Well, we done well. We got out of Hobbycraft. Andrea bought a makeshift travel journal scrapbook, and I didn't buy anything. The Shogun's daughter, eh? That is a first. Making out of Hobbycraft with no spray paint, no acrylics, no paintbrushes, or nothing of the such like. You're gonna buy a book about making bread?
What? I might. Look, wholemeal harvest bread. Banana and orange bread. It's bread.
What's her name? Fiona Beckett. Literally made it. But that's not sausage and mash, that's pasta. And that's a pie.
That's a toad in the
toad
hole.
in it. Oh, she messed up.
Sausage chili. Basically, it's just like, what can you shove a sausage in?
The big question of the day, what can you shove a sausage into? So, back from town. Just done a little bit of car SOS. Man, it needs it. Just collecting water more than anything. And obviously you can imagine over the last 2 days, due to the temperature dropping out, I just tried mopping the floor out, and it was more like trying to scrape ice out of it. So that was interesting, good fun for my hands. So I've been contemplating the whole, what are we doing with that? Ever since it failed its MOT. Somebody I was speaking to that was really kind of like, yeah, we can sort this, was a bit like, that's a lot more work than I expected. And I'm like, I know, I kind of know that there's a lot to be done. I don't know what direction to take with it, but it's just sad. It makes me feel really sad inside, because every time I go to it, I'm like, oh, there's more water here, or there's more moisture collected there, or there's mold there, or there's more rot there. And I'm like, I know I'm not making any positive steps to correct that, but I'm also in a place where I'm like, oh, yeah, what do I do? Anyway, Andrea's gone out. I am really interested to fire up the new Canon, and there's 3 things I want to try. Test the onboard audio, test it with a shotgun mic, and then check it with the wireless Go2s that I've got. Obviously you can do the settings on the camera. I want to dial that in and just see, obviously the lav mic on the GoPro on the Go Wireless 2 mic should be the best. Just want to see what it's like. Obviously won't know until I get back to the edit. Not sure I'll include it in the vlog, but hey, who knows? Just be interesting to see what the outcome is. First, yeah, you guessed it. Coffee. So the plan of this was to just check the audio. I've got the audio on the Canon D90 set at standard onboard audio. It is currently running with a 10x22 EFS USM lens, and I do know that sometimes it might capture its mechanism for the autofocus. And if I'm going to be doing some talking head videos, then I want to just double check that obviously that doesn't come in on the audio over the camera, and it's just good knowledge to have for the future. So currently using onboard, good old-fashioned Canon onboard microphone, and just setting automatic. We have changed up the situation. I think I've dialed in the mic, the Rode Go microphone, like the boom mic, shotgun mic, and it currently has the dead cat on it. And we are recording indoors, so I don't expect to have any wind noise, but I do have a humidifier running upstairs. So again, just wanted some background noise and to see if it takes away from that. I want to try to get the camera to do its thing. My knowledge tells me that the Rode Wireless Go, which I'm going to try next, is going to be the better option. I'll dial it in a little bit and then we'll take it from there and just see the sort of the atmospherics. Does the shotgun mic give you a better feeling for kind of the room and just the overall, or is it distracting? And if we switch over to the Rode Mics Go, I'm currently using the Rode Wireless 2 with the lapel, and I think maybe I've got the audio a little bit too loud. I wanted the lapel or lav mic to actually be lavalier mic to be sort of center of the chest. I think it's a little bit high at the minute, but it doesn't matter. Let me just tweak this down a bit. Is that tweaked down a little bit so it's not blasting your ears off? I reckon so. So let's just leave it at that. Anyway, so I've switched over to the Rode Wireless Go2 microphones, using it with the lavalier mic, and just quite interested to see if it gives a more direct or fuller sound. Beforehand, we were using the Rode shotgun mic, which is obviously directional, whereas this is more like spherical, kind of gathers all of the audio that's happening within a small area. I've never used these mics while out and about, just because obviously running and gunning is far easier to just use the audio that's coming off the GoPro. Very little to often do I ever use the audio off of the Canon. 9 times out of 10 I'm going to be picking up the GoPro because it's just convenient and a little bit more compact and easy to deal with. I haven't got half the drama of worrying about if we're shooting with the right lens or if the ISO or other stuff is in the right ballpark. And I just know when I come to edit, it's all pretty much of a muchness. My last test though that I just want to try in short is to try the Rode Wireless Go 2 mic without the lav connection, because again, I've never really used it and you see loads of people using them in videos, so let's give it a shot, shall we? This is me without the lav mic, and it's just using the raw Rode Wireless Go2 mic, and it'd be interesting to see if that's made any difference, because I see a lot of people using these and they're kind of using them like little mics and they hold them like they're like prime reporters. Just a bit of a test. Don't know how much of this will have made it into the vlog, but yeah, let me know. If it is in the vlog, let me know in the comments below. What audio did you think was the best? I'm probably saying the lav mic on the Rode Wireless Go 2. It's a no-brainer. However, in all fairness, just how much of a YouTube video for you is determined its quality by the audio. What frustrates you more? Shaky footage or nasty audio? This super like wide out view, I feel like an old man now, just sat here with me on microphone. I've got a cup of coffee in one hand. All I need is a pipe in my mouth and I could tell you some amazing story of something epic that I'd done when I was a small child. Still haven't told you all about the story where I nearly set fire to my entire house. Oh, this is a vibe, right? Something like that. Don't know how much of that footage will actually make it into the vlog. Again, be interesting to hear your thoughts and your take on the differences of video quality that you get throughout all of the different creators that you happen to follow, subscribe, whatever. Because I think it's a great insight into the real public. It's one thing hearing creators say this is their pet peeves. And don't get me wrong, I've said it in the past, YouTube has got to this really, really highly polished effect these days. And in all fairness, I feel like the rustic still has a place within YouTube. Rough around the edges, not highly polished, not full cinematic film cameras and stuff. And I kind of like that feel to it sometimes. I think it brings something to the viewing experience. However, even for me as a viewer, sometimes if the camera work is far too shaky, far too much movement when there's just no need to be, and if the audio is like really nasty, all jacked up, I'm going to struggle. I tell you one thing that I noticed that is one of my craziest, most latest pet peeves when watching audio or talking head videos on YouTube is when the person can't actually structure anything more than one sentence when they're talking about a specific subject, and then therefore they have to have multiple cuts where like every sentence is cut at the end because they just basically checked their notes and then read the next line and then cut and then read the next line and cut and read the next line and cut. It's absolute bonkers. Like, come on, man. Nice. Well, guys and girls, we've just had dinner. It was epic, man. Beef stew and dumplings. If you don't know, you better get to know. On a cold day, Sunday, just went down like an absolute dream. Dishwasher's loaded and fired up in the background. Andrea's doing whatever she's doing. I'm about to break out another coffee. Probably catch 5 minutes after my dinner, let it go down, and then get on an edit. So, hey, be interesting. Be interesting, one, to see what you thought of yesterday's vlog. If you've watched it and left a comment already, then you've probably already told me. But if you haven't, go check it out. I'm gonna leave a tag to it up there because I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making it. I really enjoyed editing it. And I even just sat and watched it back. And 9 times out of 10, if I've created something, I feel like, it's okay, or like, it's good. Then when I watch it back like 24 hours later, I'm never as stoked. However, I watched this and I was like, no, do you know what? Same sense, relaxing, chilled, and just, there was a certain pace to that video that I really enjoyed. Who knows, might bring more of those just off the bat, because that was completely off the cuff yesterday. So just rolled with the universe, whatever the universe delivered. I just took it on board, rolled with it. And yeah, that was such a vibe. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, as I say, go check it out. If not, I'll see you in the next vlog. Hope there was some quality difference between the mics that I used earlier and I didn't just blow them all out. Anyway, have an awesome evening. Hope you've had a fantastic weekend. Hope you're fired up for the week ahead, in good spirits, all re-energized and ready to go. Getting after it in 2025. That is the plan. Get that passive income, get the side hustle, get out there and get after it. Till the next one, take it easy.